With a lesson on melodic contour. I have a little presentation for you, so I'm just going to move myself out of the way. And we are going, as I said, to talk about melodic contour. So melodic contour is something you have been listening to and something you have been paying attention to your entire musical career, but you just didn't know what it was called. So melodic contour is all about the pitch. Now remember, the pitch is the higher low sounds that a note would make. So if you're singing up here, you have a high pitch, and if you're singing down here, you have a low pitch. And the combination of those pitches make up a melody. So think of the word melodic and melody. All right. So it's all about the pitch, and it's the shape of those pitches or melody that creates the melodic contour. So the shape is pitched on the shape is based on the high and low notes of the melody, and it's a visual representation of the melody. So we're going to see some examples of that in just a moment, and then you're going to practice this on your own. So again, the melodic contour is the way that the pitches move in music. So if they're high, medium, or low, and how they move, if they go higher or if they go lower. So here's some examples of some melodic contours. So right here, you can see that it's just a rising contour. So it's going from do up. So do, re, mi, fa, sol, and so on. Okay, so it's just kind of going up. We have here where we're rising, but then we stay flat. So do, re, mi, 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 okay? We have rising and falling where the pitch would go up and down, flat and then rising. So we have a couple of notes that are the same and then it goes higher. Flat where it just keeps the same. Keep that one in mind. That one is tricky to hear. We have flat and falling. So we could start high and then go low. We have falling and rising, and we have falling and then having flat at the end, and then just straight down falling. So all of those are options for a melodic contour. And if we look at a song that you probably know, Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, we can see that the dots would create the musical pitches, and then connecting those dots makes the contour. So if we look up here, we have twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. And the dots are telling us how low or high the pitch is. If we put that on the musical staff, right, our 5-line staff, we have G, G, D, D, E, E, D, and so on. So you can see that it can be on the musical staff. But if we connect those dots together, you have a visual of the melodic contour. So if we start down here, we have twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. And it's the same on our musical staff. You can just see it a little bit better with that red line connecting the dots. So you have it where it starts out here and it jumps up, so it rises, it's a little flat, and then it falls. So let's try that together. So all I want you to do is put your finger, just point to the screen, and I want you to make your finger go higher when your voice goes higher, and then drop down as your voice goes lower. So follow the melodic contour. So we'll sing it together. Here, let's start. Here we go. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. So notice we go up, we rise, and then we fall. All right, so let's practice a little bit more with something that's also pretty simple, like your name. So we're going to say our name as normal as possible. So we could do our first name, our last name, a combination, whatever you want to. So if I did Mrs. O'Kane, that's typically how I would say it. I wouldn't go Mrs. O'Kane, right? I'm not the whale in Finding Dory. But you would say it pretty normally, Mrs. O'Kane. So if I did the melodic contour of that, it would be Mrs. O'Kane. So it's a little rise and then a big fall. So Mrs. O'Kane. So if your name was Stephen, you would probably say Stephen. If your name was Mary, you'd go up, Mary, and back down. If your name was Christopher, you would have Christopher. All right, so think about your name. You could do your first name or last name or combination. And I want you to say it out loud as normally as possible, and then create the melodic contour. I'll give you a few seconds to do that. Okay, if you need more time, feel free to pause the video. But now this time, I want you to sing your name and follow your melodic contour. So if I said, Mrs. O'Kane, Mrs. O'Kane, I would have a big jump up. Or if I went, Mrs. O'Kane, I would have that falling, Mrs. O'Kane. So think about how you could sing your name, and I want you to try to follow the melodic contour with your finger. And if you need to pause the video, that's totally fine. All right, so let's just do a quick review of melodic contour before we end our lesson today. So melodic contour is all about the pitch, right? The high sounds, the low sounds, and of course those medium sounds. And melodic or melody is the shape of those sounds when they go higher or lower. So you can think of a melody of any song like Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. And the shape is based on those high notes and low notes. And when we see the visual representation of the melody, that's our melodic contour. So we're telling ourselves and reminding ourselves if the pitches would go higher or lower, or any combination of that. All right, well, my friends, I hope you enjoyed our lesson today and you learned a little bit about melodic contour. Mrs. Denny is going to do a little bit more with this with a song called Old Abram Brown. I hope to see you soon. Bye.